What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. So as you know, I like to do art stuff, and in celebration of the release of her new song that was released 2 weeks ago, I figured I would draw a picture of Miss Maya, aka MXMToon, aka whatever you literally want to refer to this name as. I have no idea. Anyways, I drew this photo. Like, it's not even done. I'm embarrassed. This photo is from like 2 years ago. First of all, I just can't. I didn't finish it. I'm convinced this would have been really good, I think, if I would have finished it. But I found these really pretty photos of her that they included in her interview that she did with the 45. So here's like the one picture that I was figuring that I'd go ahead and draw of her. She just recently did a collab called Nobody Likes Me or Nobody Loves Me. Wow. But she collaborated with Rick Montgomery and Cave Town on that. But I figured I'd go ahead and I just do her some more justice here. Her song Fever Dream still has like a chokehold on me. And this is from like, I think when Bon Iver was released. So it's been like a hot minute. So I'm gonna take you guys through the process of what the heck I'm doing here. So let me first preface this by saying, don't take a lot of my advice. I'm still developing a lot of my skills currently. I have been working with art for a very long time. My brain doesn't really comprehend stuff as quickly. So I decided to pick this photo because I thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of colors to work with. But anyways, getting into the photo, the first thing that I do is I find the reference photo, obviously.
Okay, and before anybody asks, yes, I do draw in my sketchbooks backwards. I'm left-handed, okay? I really don't want to be fiddling around with that stupid spiral thing. It hurts my hand.
And then I go ahead and I draw everything out. I do this all by hand. I feel like a lot of artists end up doing that. But it's not a bad practice to, like, trace, as long as you're not, like, using it to, like, profit off of something. Like, don't trace photos and then, like, claim that you hand drew it, because that's just not how that works. After I got done with the outline, I, like, took a kneaded eraser, just one of these, and I rolled it over the pencil lines to basically lift up the heaviness of the lead, not necessarily to get rid of the entire thing because I didn't want that to happen, but I got as much as I could so that way I could go in afterwards with these like alcohol markers. The brand I use is Studio 71. But a lot of the times for doing lighter skin tones, I typically go underneath with like some lighter colors. On tan paper, they're going to appear darker than if you were to draw on white paper. And plus, using alcohol markers underneath can really show you like where the highlights are supposed to be. So like I'll use lighter colors where like a highlight is, or use darker colors where it's supposed to be a little more shaded, that type of thing. So after I like get done marking up a specific area, I find the color pencils that I need. So again, because Maya has a lighter skin tone, I like lost all my pencils. Where did I just put everything? This is what I use to start layering underneath, but I also take some of the darker colors for the shadows. So like typically I'll use like brown underneath to start getting some of that contrast just to look at. But with this photo in particular, a lot of the shadows are actually like purples and reds and all of that type of stuff. I start also layering on top of that like some of the other like pinks, reds, oranges, yellows, all that type of stuff. And then you kind of just start building and building and building the more that you continue on. An important tip that I learned about using color pencils is not like scraping them against the page. Like it doesn't need to be so heavy at first. You can really take your time and make things a lot more lighter so that way it builds onto each other. Because the more that you press into a piece of paper with colored pencil, the more waxy it's going to become because you're putting a lot more pressure onto it and trying to get like a lot more of the pigment out onto the paper. So like as you're doing that, it makes it harder to later go back and try to fix anything in case you needed to add more. So after that, I basically repeat the exact same process for like the hair and the shirt as well. Also just really rely on the photo to see where a lot of the lighting things are, especially with like the earring because it's made of like reflective material. Just seeing how the light plays out into like the earring itself. And there was a moment in time where I was like drawing on like the shirt and I'm like, what are these like four little things supposed to be? Are those supposed to be like ruffles? And then I made the connection that those are literally gloves. So then I had to go back and fix some things because I had completely like royally screwed it up because I didn't know what I was drawing. So, but I feel like this is definitely a step up compared to where I was when I last started working on the other photo that I was doing of Maya during her, obviously her like Bon Iver era. But yeah, other than that, I'd say the photo turned out pretty good. It looks pretty nice on this side of the camera. But yeah, there she is in all of her glory, Miss Maya. Again, congratulations to Maya, who is not watching this video, but on releasing your new song, Nobody Loves Me. I love it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.